So 73% of fast growth companies, and we did a whole webinar on this. 73% of fast growth companies have a formal employee referral program to attract new talent. Only 45% of the down year companies have a formal referral program. It is one of the easiest things to do. There's ways to do it right, ways to do it wrong. We won't go deep on that. Go watch that episode. But 73% versus 45% have employee referral program. Oh my gosh, it's almost a 2x difference between the fast growers and companies who are not growing; they're shrinking.
No surprise.
It feels obvious, but why is it so important? Why is that stat so important, Mary?
Well, I think, for a lot of reasons, but number one, I think when you have a nice employee referral program, I think it helps the engagement of your employees. Like, oh, you care about me referring people that I know. I feel like they're engaged, number one. Number two, it saves you money, right? Because maybe you don't have to use the job boards as much or a recruiter as much, right? Because you have a healthy employee referral program. I can tell you we've been very successful here at Asure by doing this. And I also think that statistic is widespread because the fast growing people are increasing staff appropriately and timely, right? The people with the down year, just in this economy, the current economy, are just not bringing people on fast enough or the right people. And an employee referral program, if it's done right, again, watch that episode, if it's done correctly, can really help vet the candidate, let's say, to become an employee because you have a really strong reference on the person already because somebody who works for you, who knows your organization, right? We say all the time, the person can do the job. Can they do it here? That question is already answered most of the time when you have a referral program that is explained correctly, incentivized properly, and you have some guardrails on it to make sure that it also does not cause discrimination, that it helps with your diversity, doesn't do the opposite.
Right. I love it's going to be hard for me not to go down a path of recreating that episode.
I know.
I love the first thing you said. It's like, you think, what's the purpose of an employee referral program? Well, it's I have openings. I need to fill jobs. And so, yeah, duh. And there's the employee vouches for another word. There's a good vetting process. There's a validation. There's but the first thing you said, I think so many times people miss. You're showing respect to your current employees. Maybe the reason, and I'm maybe going on a limb here, but maybe the reason the fastest growing companies have employee referral programs is because it makes their current employees more productive because they feel more bought into the culture, right? They have a voice in the business.
You're correct.
Right? It's not because that I have 10 employees and I hired the one, and that one was so much better because it came from an employee referral that now I'm a growing company because that one. It's the other 9 who feel bought into the process in participate in creating a culture that they want. It's those 9 who are more productive, the reason you're fast growing, right?
Yeah, and it's kind of feeding on itself, right? Because if you have a strong culture where you're supporting your employees, they want to refer their friends because they love working with you. I mean, that's my team. I would say 25% of my growth on my team and at Asure, we're pretty high statistically as well. It's a great place to work, so people want to refer their friends to work here because they love it, and they're like, you're going to love it. And it makes for, and I think that's the same for a fast-growing company. You can't have a really negative culture and be fast-growing. Not going to happen.